Yes, we do. That's the whole point of this, right?
We are here.
Ronaldo needs to
Matic,
rest a bit.
on a 4-hour, Matic is just breaking trend on a 4-hour.
Ronaldo needs to rest a bit.
4-hour Matic is just breaking trend. Wow.
Okay. I think let's start it off this way, Chris. I'm just going to spotlight you here for the time being. Spotlight everyone else as well.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Guys, how's it going?
Good, and yourselves?
Hey guys.
Loving this ETH pop
Hey
here.
guys.
How's it going?
Cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and mute everyone. For any of the sniper team, just remember to unmute yourselves.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. Hey, Dylan.
How's it, man? Did anyone catch that ETH pop?
No. I'm too busy working, man.
Look at that. It's a thing of beauty, isn't it?
Yeah, that thing is nice.
It's always a nice sign that we might have some action on these alts. How big is that move? 3.8% so far. So that's obviously a couple of stop losses getting hit. And hopefully the sentiment's gonna start filtering into some other altcoins. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for everyone, I'll just show you what I'm looking at. And if you got any questions, just raise your hand or give us a shout. I mentioned this XTZ the other day, generally being quite a quiet sort of token and often goes unnoticed. But I did pick up that it's in a very tight daily range here. And it's squeezing against this 200-day MA and it's pushing against this trend. So just put it on your watch list. I remember in the past, XTZ has had some big pumps. So keep your eyes on this one. You don't want to miss an opportunity if it gives it to you. Filecoin looking nice here. Look at this. So we had a pump of this trend flag, another move of the trend, and now we got this other flag that it's tracking. So this could be a big one. If you guys remember, I think a month or two ago, this thing went to about $9. So let's have a look here.
Yeah.
We had a 56% move. When was that? Early March. So yeah, keep this one in your armory as well. Just watch this flag. There's probably a trend here that we can take a look at. Let's look at it on the 1 hour. So yeah, look at that. Okay, so there's something going on here with file. If you want to trade file and you are feeling bullish, this is kind of where you want to be, sort of in that area. So it's kind of just leaving. And then depending on how you want to manage your risk, your stops would be under the candle over there, or you could look at a stop lower down. There seems to be a few hits there.
And you're looking at the retest, Dylan?
Yeah, so here's a little retest over here on the 1 hour. So it depends on what time frame you guys want to trade on. I know some of you guys are looking at 15-minute candles. Let me get this arrow here. So can you see over there? There was a break already and a retest there, and that's on the 1 hour. So keep your eyes on this one. It's currently at resistance there. And then you'll see these two spots here. So these are areas you want to watch. But yeah, if you haven't caught this one in this box, maybe just hang around a bit, give it an opportunity to pull back a bit. Another one I'm watching here, guys, is ZIL. This is a 4-hour chart. It's just breaking this trend here. So bigger picture, it's actually at a resistance area where there was resistance previously. That was early March. It was quite a big resistance zone. So keep your eyes on that, but shorter term, we've got a break of trend here. So if you want to try and jump onto that momentum, you could look there. Let's have a look. Sol, ignore that. But Sol has been one of the sort of the slowest movers in the last few hours. So it sort of kind of front ran everything, and now it's slowing down. So we've got a potential double top here. But this is for short-term stuff, guys. So longer term, our target is still in that 27 region. You could see up there. But look, I wouldn't recommend shorting Sol in a market like this, because anything can happen. But yeah, just keep your eyes on this one. Near. So Near's hitting a resistance band and the 200-day MA. I'm sure you guys have seen, we've spoken about this a hell of a lot, the 200-day. So it's one of the few that's still lagging. So it's the first time it's touched this 200-day MA since, I think it was May 22. Anyway, it tracks back very far. So anyway, it's a big deal that it's hitting this 200 days. So it could be a good sign. So if you have Near, just hold on to it. Otherwise, potentially we could see a pullback into this green box here. So I originally was tracking this rising wedge. So as you can see, if you're trading this wedge, you would have had quite a few opportunities here. Just following a simple pattern. It was about 6% each way. But then eventually, obviously, as you know, you trade a wedge or you trade a range until it breaks. And then you look for the new setup. So yeah, if you want a long Near and you're not in it, I'd look for a pullback into that green box zone. Or just give it some time. Maybe we get a flag. You could see something like this happening with Near, you know, something along those lines. And then we get another move up. So just keep your eyes on that guy. Matic's a nice looking one. I know there's been a lot of FUD about Matic, and it seems to have lost a bit of momentum there with some bad sentiment around it. But this is a 12-hour chart. So this is another one I'm looking at. There's a nice sort of area here for Matic. And with a decent sized target, probably look at about 26%. Things go our way. So stop loss areas for Matic, 1.06, 1.02 are probably decent areas to look at. Let's take a look at.
We had an ask here for Aptos.
Aptos, let's take a look.
Don't buy it right now. It needs to retest on a 4 and a 1 hour.
Let's take a look. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so there's no entry here at the moment that I can see for Aptos. So as you can see, we had this nice little channel down, little break, retest. Check how it landed on that 618 fib beautifully. If you guys aren't using fibs, I highly recommend you include it in your analysis. So 382 and 618 is always a winner for me. I love a pullback into the 618. So you can see it did this perfectly here. So your best entry for Aptos would have been that retest there. So you would have looked at the trend, and then you would have had support with the 618 as well. So it gives you sort of extra confirmation. Let's see if there's a 200-day anywhere.
Hey, Dylan, so you just mentioned something brilliant there. Could you explain to the crowd why you like 382 on your fib?
The 382 is generally, for me, if I'm looking for like a bullish move, the first thing I pull is a 382 fib and look for my pullback zone. So let's see. Let's look at something that's broken. Yeah, okay, let's look at Sol, for example. I'm just going to wipe this chart. So Sol's like having a bit of a problem over here in this area, as you can see.
Correct.
It's kind of undecided what it wants to do. So I'm going to just pull a fib from just down here. And this for me gives me my first sort of pullback area that I like to look at. So if I'm in a long, for example, already, like I wouldn't long it here. But if I'm in a long, for example, I'd look at areas where, you know, I'd like to set an alarm to sort of tell me to take a look, maybe want to exit, maybe I want to take some off the table, or maybe I want to add to my position. So this 382 for me is a bullish area. So if it bounces on the 382, you generally get a nice sort of setup like that. And then my area of sort of my next favorite area is the 618. Let me highlight it there. And that 786 is kind of my last resort. So 618 is here. So this is, I'm interested in the 618 because we've got the 200-day tying in with it as well. I don't know if you guys can see that this area here. So now I've got a 618 and I've got a 200-day MA. So that gives me sort of more confidence about that area or how it's going to hold. And then we can see if there's a trend that ties in with that. Let's have a look. See, look at that. So now I've got 3 reasons to confirm that the best support for me on Sol is this area here. So what's that, 21.5, somewhere around there. So if the wheels start coming off and I'm in a position and everything starts dumping, I'm not going to exit anything until we lose this sort of area. Hey, man. Thanks. Is this not working? Sorry, guys. I believe my camera's not very good.
It's all good, man. As long as people can hear you and see your screen share, that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Another thing too to mention, I don't know, some people use the volume on their charts, but when you're judging breakouts, you want to judge the breakout off of how much volume that you have to know if it's real or fake. So if you have the volume on your chart and you see a big breakout and the green volume isn't matching the breakout, then that's more likely a fake out. You could actually counter trade that. The same as opposite, like if you have a breakout with a big green candle, right? And then you see a few series of red candles with very little volume, then you know that breakout is real, and you should expect a pullback to the area of the 618, or a pullback that should give you a continuation of the breakout trend.
Chris, sorry, I missed some of that.
So I was just telling them about like if they use volume, which they should, on their charts, especially starting out, how to judge a breakout. So this Sol breakout, if it has the volume that matches it, then you should expect a 618 pullback, and you can actually set limit orders for that area.
Nice.
Yo, what's happening?
Hey, the sniper.
Yo.
Oh,
What's up? I see
You got on a
just
suit
arrived.
jacket.
I see Run just arrived. Give me I need to go say hello to the sir. He's just come from holiday. I'm gonna say hello to that quick. So give me 2 minutes, guys. I'll be back now. I'm here. I'm suited up. I'm here waiting for Ethereum explosion, hopefully. And I think we're gonna have a lot of fun, guys. We have major alts running with ETH right now. Looking fired up, looking ready to go. So it is time to get them set up, time to get what we're waiting for now. I see Chainlink waking up very quickly at the moment, looking ready to move. We got Cardano, we got Phantom, we got AVAX. So I think we're going to have some good trades. We got BNB. Someone said BNB. Let's go. I'll be back now. You guys don't mind sharing a chart for a little while. Let me go say what's up to Random Man.
Man.
And then I'll see you guys now.
Like the person that was mentioning Aptos, like you don't have volume on Aptos right now. So that breakout that move that you're seeing is a breakout, I wouldn't enter that yet.
What time frame is that?
Oh, what's that? The 4 hour. It's not enough volume to could
Yeah, look, there's no entry there for me right now.
Right. There's no entry.
Yeah.
The volume isn't big enough yet for me.
Yeah. So look, a lot of these alts are going to lag. Some of them might not move for days. So, there is time. If you've missed some of your favorites or whatever you're watching, there is time. You just got to look around. I saw Optimism move quite nicely earlier today. See, look at that. Okay, that was cool. So Optimism's fighting another resistance area. So any short-term traders would have tried to grab it here.
Yeah, so
it'll move 4%, whatever. But yeah, I mean that's your TP there at this resistance zone, and then you wait and see. You want to see you want to look for some consolidation here. and then tee up for the next move.
Go to Doge. Go to Doge on the 8-hour, Dylan, and
That was great.
and turn on your volume too. That way you can see it. But on the 8-hour, it's the big green candle. And show them it. You see that big green candle right there? See how much volume came in? But it's to the left side of the chart. The
You're talking
original
about this guy.
that one too, but I wanted to show them another one.
What do you want to show them? Oh, down there.
That candle right there.
Yeah.
Pull a fib from the bottom of that wave right there to the
This
top
guy.
of it. Yep. All right, a little bit higher.
You see that resistance there, 618.
Yep.
Okay, so if you were long Doge, you'd look for this. You look at these areas, and you'd pick up things like that.
And you see that double bottom too. That it had
this guy.
Yep.
Yeah, beautiful.
So you could have just off of you could have entered around. What is that? Not. Let's see. Go to. What kind is that? That's the 8-hour, 4-hour. Okay, 4-hour. Go to 8-hour. All right, the candle at. Wait. That third candle off of away from that green candle.
You want to share your screen, Chris?
Oh, all right.
Yeah, show us how you traded Doge thing.
Well, I'm in AVAX right now, but if I wasn't, like I posted it for the group or whatever, but okay, all right, shoot. All right, so this is what I would look at, right? When I knew it was time to start watching Doge, right? I would look at this candle right here. This would have told me that this breakout was actually a breakout, right? Now I wouldn't have entered off of this candle, but I would have pulled the fib like I did right here. I pulled it from the bottom of the wave to the top of it, right?
Yeah.
And then once it would have got to, once it would have got back down to around this area, I would have been watching it. As soon as I would have seen this double bottom start forming, I saw this happen. It didn't give us a move. It came back, right? Off of this candle is where I would have been looking at trying to enter.
Yeah,
I
so
probably
remember,
laddered in right here.
And the bigger the time frame, the stronger the support. So, obviously an 8-hour candle support is way stronger than a 15-minute candle. So just keep that in mind. If you guys see dailies, like a ton of dailies in an area, it's strong support in its own right. And that's before you start pulling fibs and looking at other things. So that would have been a great sign. That bounce there was a decent candle as well, decent push on that double bottom. Yep. I see George is asking about Matic.
Matic, okay. So yeah, let me see.
So just pull that Matic 12-hour. Oh, there you go. That's a good.
So Matic for me, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing like I was saying about the volume. Matic for me, it don't have enough volume yet. But it broke trend. So what we could do is, right? Yeah. Well, actually, let me use a higher time frame. So it broke the daily trend, right? Came back down. I guess we could do this. It's just a bunch of to me, I wouldn't enter this right now. That's just me. Like none of the time frames are saying that you have enough volume to actually enter. And then look.
Yeah, and there's been some interesting talk about Matic. I know like a lot of these guys have been shorting Matic over the last few months. What do you guys know about that stuff?
I don't know, but from what I can see why they would, because like I said, you look at the 4-hour, right? Like the volume is just constantly dropping off. Like you don't know what, like it's saying that it should break out to the upside, but the volume isn't coming in to show that it will.
But look, I think we're going to see a lot of alts with low volume, just a little pop for now. And we need to give it time. We need to let ETH do its thing. And then it's going to start filtering out. So I think don't give up on some of these if you're not seeing the volume. I think just give it a chance to play out a little. We've seen we have a break in total market cap as well. So we know that some money is coming in, some fresh money. So I think let's give it some time.
Like Phantom, like these have
Phantom,
volume.
yeah, resistance.
Yeah. So and these have volume. Like Phantom had a whole bunch of volume the whole time.
Layer one.
Even back here. So it's green and red, but it's still volume, you know. So whenever we broke the trend, that was easy to say that you could get in Matic. I mean in Phantom. Same thing with AVAX, same thing with let's see. Yeah, see? Same AVAX.
Oh, that's a nice candle. Just zoom in there a bit. Is that the 4 hour?
Yeah.
It's a very nice candle.
And something must have happened to my chart because I had it marked. But you can see
All right.
all this volume.
The man is back.
Okay. Let's go. Okay.
But Doge is the one.
Let's have a look. Can I share here quick?
Yeah, take me off.
Someone else when we're partying in Cape Town. Yeah, I think let's do it. Who's in pop in the chat if you're in Western Province? Or should I arrange a meetup? Maybe we do a meetup. What's happening, guys? Today can be a big day. Let's have a look. So the first one here, I like Chainlink. I like it. I think it looks good. So let's pay attention on this 15 minutes. We're zooming in slightly now because we know higher time frame we're getting to crazy levels. So reason why I'm saying I'm zooming in now for a nice entry on Chainlink, because we want to get it before a daily breakout. We can get it before daily breakouts. We're catching a big fish. Remember, we're fishing now. What size is the fish? Let's try catch it early so we can get a big fish, you know, and try get it before it gets there. Because if it gets there, it's very similar to the NIA. As soon as NIA got to that major line, you know, it went. You can see that. So there's the big fish. So ultimately, we're trying to fish in before NIA. We're trying to fish in this pond over here, you know, to get it before it starts the crazy movements. Otherwise, your risk just gets too crazy. We have Solana. So to update you guys quickly, I am currently in an AVAX trade. So these are my two accounts, the same two that I started with. The one's on nearly $1,200, and the other one is on. Okay, I'll have to log back in here quick. Let me log in. I'll log in that shortly, but I think it's around 2K. So I'm on a 5X on the one account, and I'm on a 3X on the other. So far with you guys, so that's looking good. I got AVAX last night because it was. So this is why I took AVAX. You see this crazy wick. So guys, just a little heads up. When you see these wicks on like these major caps and stuff, where you see that a coin just does this crazy wick, it's very similar to the downside. You know, when price moves too quick and it goes really fast, and then it usually comes down and fills it again. It's the same thing here. So reason why you could see my trend lines from last night and I bought here is because we made this wick. So we tend to come and refill that. So we'll see if we get past it, but I'm looking to TP in this area over here and join you guys in some new trades because I think AVAX, I think it's great, but I literally just took this trade to fill that wick, and that's why you currently have me in this trade over here. I put in $600. I'm at $500 profit at the moment. So that one is looking great. Let's pay attention. So we got, so what we're waiting for ultimately is Ethereum. We're waiting for this. It's like creeping up here, creeping at $2,000. This is the one we want to break now soon, because what that's going to tend to do is it's going to continue this dominance. I think that's why things are looking pretty good today. I think let's get another chart here for dominance. There we go. There we go in the box, getting our second red daily candle. And like I said on the show, you know, don't be surprised at any moment you see this weekly drop like this, something that goes up. And I'm sure you guys have seen it many times. When you look at dominance like a coin, right? Where as soon as it just goes and it doesn't stop, you usually have a big pullback. And you've seen that with many coins. You know, when you start to see any coin that starts off slow, starts to expand really quickly, you know, it starts to slow down a little bit here, and then you get that big red candle. You know, you've seen it many times. And it's very similar to what's happening here when it comes to the actual the dominance. Look at this as a coin where it's just gone in one direction for the past few weeks. You know, you're basically looking at from November, you've had this just go to the upside. At some point, you're going to have this. And that's our gap. That's where we want to take advantage, because then it slows down slightly after that. And if you look here, how it slows down. So what does that mean? It means you basically have altcoins creeping up to a major level. Okay, then you have the altcoin break through it, start the big expansion. Then the altcoin starts to slow down, slowly grow up. Volume in the time does this. You guys are speaking about volume. Volume's a big one, because in the time, volume is basically spiking like this, spiking, spiking, spiking. As soon as we break this, you get the true volume spike. And basically you have volume increase for a little while to get it over here. And then what you have is a coin that goes up slowly after that, where it goes up in the slow range over here, and volume starts to taper down, which means that this move over here is real, and this move over here is becoming fake, because you don't have volume matching the upside. And that's when they tend to drop it after that. So we are fishing here right now. We're fishing to get that push through when it's true volume, it's a true breakout. And this is where we want to be offloading. So when the break comes, because what will happen is volume tapers down, price is going up. Let's clear it up a little bit here so you can see again. So what will happen here is volume. People think volume is just an indicator. It's a very powerful one, because it just matches if something's real or fake. So if we start going up now in an uptrend, we start to have this volume go down like this. And then what happens is you basically, because we're tapering down, it means it's a trend line. So it means there's a breakout in volume coming. But because volume's going down and price is doing this, you tend to break the momentum for the reversal, which now causes volume, and you start to get sell-off volume. So volume comes in, price loses trend and comes down. Very simple. So volume is a very powerful way just to track. So let's go back. If that makes sense, guys, pop in the chat if that makes sense. And let's jump back in here and see what we're going to be trading. So I have Sol. Sol's just hovering right now. So it's got these major, I got a Sol position. Here's my Sol position over here. Let me log in quickly. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Let me just log in so I can show you the position.
Bruce had a beautiful position at BNB yesterday.
Let me just quickly get, you want to add to your Sol? Amazing. Guys, what trades are you in? Pop in the chat there. What are you guys in? What are you thinking? What are you planning? So I can also go through some charts for you guys. So now's your time to say, what are you in? And then I can do some of the charts for you guys. I can jump into the charts, make sure you got your stops in play, make sure you risk reward, make sure you're making the right decision on the trade. Holy shit, look how many chats just came through. Okay, I'll go through them. Whoa. Okay.
It's easier for you. I allowed them to unmute themselves.
Amazing. Let them put their hand up and unmute one by one. Then it doesn't create the... I'm just quickly logging in, guys.
Okay. We got DeFi, DGen X. Should I bring him up on stage?
Go for it. Okay. Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, DeFi.
What's happening, brother? How are you?
Man, same old, what's going on, brother?
Good, good, fantastic, actually. I'm in a good space right now, enjoying life, eh? How are you?
Great. I can't complain. Well, of course, I'm DeFi DGNX. I was a Loki crypto stacker last month, but I changed my name up. So I want to get that DeFi thing going on. But here's my question for you.
Go for it.
We were talking about fibs right before you came in. And they're saying about like the 0.382 is a good bounce back area for entries or retracement area. The 618 is, of course, and the 0.650 is the good golden the golden box or whatever. but would the 0.786 be like a stop loss area? So if the 786 is, could that be treated like a stop loss area?
Yeah, so the way we do it is your 618 is usually the golden spot where you want it to go. And then you have the 786, which gives you a range. Okay, it gives you like a range between the 618, 786. That's usually your load up zone. And we shouldn't go below 786. So 786 is usually like the support to be like 618 is exactly where we want to bounce. If it goes slightly lower, it's the golden zone. But below 786, we shouldn't go, because then it means we're going to the next fib, which is basically 100% retracement back down to the bottom. So you basically put your stop loss under that 786. That's what it's there for. It's there to show you. Remember, if you lose a fib, it means you're going to the next one. So if you lose 618, it means you're going to 786, and that's still fine. But if you lose 786, it means you're going down to the 0, which is a full retracement. So I'll show you that now. I'm just quickly logging in here, 2 more secs. And then I'll show you on the chart what I actually mean by that. So yes, it's let me just, how can you?
There's a candle coming in for AVAX on a 15 minute.
Okay, so let me share a chart here quick. So the way it basically works on any of them is usually you got some acceleration from a token. Amazing. It's an uptrend. Fantastic. Now we start the RSI at the top, start the pullback, and basically you have the Fibonacci. Amazing. So where you want it to bounce is 618. Okay. You have the second option, which is golden zone. But the difference is if I click on this fib here and I bring out the rest of them. So you got that, you got the 1, 2, 3, 6. Just see them over here. There we go. Okay. So your wave started here. There's your top. Now it's coming down and you want a higher low. So if you're going to get that 618 or 786 max. Now the problem is if it comes down here and it loses 786, where's the next fib? It's basically all the way back to the bottom, which means it's not so it means it's not an impulse anymore. It means it's actually either a correction or it means it's in a range. So yeah, so it means it's coming all the way back, which is not what you want. You don't want a range just yet, because this could, if it means it's coming here, yes, maybe it can bounce, but it means it can lose it too. So you don't want to be in that. You want impulses. If you're longing, you want impulses. Which is a long bull leg, small bear leg, long bull leg. That's an impulse. You don't want the corrections. So what a correction means is basically you up and then a correction's this. Where it's a 3 wave to the downside. So this is where you want your stop losses over here.
So would you go 50 in at the 618 and 50 in at the 786 if you're lucky?
Yes. So I would go as soon as it enters in here. Yes, the 618. I might even go full within the 6, or like a 50% or 60% or whatever it may be. If it comes down to 786, yes, because my stop loss is tight, I'll put the rest of the 50 in. Or the second option is it comes here a little bit in and it starts popping out. And if we break that trend, then I'm in.
Gotcha.
So exactly. So 50% on 618, 50% on 786. But if we don't reach 786, get the break of trend.
Gotcha.
Stop loss
last thing, what do you think about LDO and on liquid staking?
I'm not in it, to be honest. I'm not even clued up on it much at all. So I'll get a professional opinion on that for you. But for me, I'm not currently looking at the moment. So does anyone know here between?
Yeah. So myself and Chaos will dive into DeFi selected topics at a later stage. We are in chats about this right now. So any DeFi questions, you can ask us that side. As for a date, we couldn't arrange it this week. Chaos had a few things pop up on his side, and my schedule hasn't quite been open this week either.
Yeah, so just stay on the sessions. We'll probably get to it then. Probably next week we'll do a session where we actually go through it for everyone.
Yeah, sound good, man. I appreciate y'all, bro, and have a wonderful day.
Have a great day, bro. Kick ass.
Let's get some trades in.
Let's get some trades. That's it. So I'm looking at a small pullback now. So I want to see if we can get some positions here. Solana's just creeping right now. I'm definitely fishing in the pond of there's a nice little AVAX pullback. There goes $100 profit.
I was
Fantastic.
just thinking about that.
Amazing. I actually want to see this wick to see that we hit 618. Let's see why you want to put there's a perfect example in reverse. So if you wanted the short-term short here, there's 618, you would have entered 50, 786, you would have entered 50. There would have been your stop loss. You see? Then it plays out exactly beautifully. That's why the 786 is a great one to either add your last position, but to know where to put your stop loss. And you would have seen how beautifully that played out. So there's a great example of that. All right, Olga. What's up, Olga? Let's have a look. Oh, it's this very long trend. Olga entering the party. Let's have a look here quick. So we have that break there. Okay, this can be interesting. Let's pay attention to Olga. I think let's add that to the list now. Cardano. Chainlink is the one I really want, but let's see if it sets up. Okay, I want to have a look. Someone's in Arbitrum. I want to have a look. Vraz breaking out. Amazing. Let's look at Arbitrum quickly.
Arbitrum is really, it has a nice chart.
Yeah, it ripped on the hour. Okay, that's a really good flag. So pay attention for that on the 12 hour. If you guys did get entries, you might be holding this one for a little while. Obviously, you just want to see the break of the highs, but you might see a nice run. Okay, BNB is also one of the big ones to focus on here.
I was saying Bruce had got when we was on Bruce got a nice entry yesterday on BNB off of one of the stages that he ran. Somebody mentioned BNB and he charted it out for him. And the entry that he got while me and him was on a Zoom yesterday.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's just playing out right now.
Okay, I got a 2-3 trend lines in here with the alarms, guys. For now, let's go through some of your guys' charts and what you guys want me to chart here for you. Sheldon, please show your insights on Doge already in profits. Should I stay? Okay, let's have a look quick.
Yes.
Jump into Doge.
Stay
Who
in
says
Doge.
yes? Yeah. Oh, okay, it looks pretty fired up on the smaller time frame. Yeah,
It's a double bottom with volume.
it does look good. So this one's very simple. If you are in profit with Doge, you're just going to put this trend in. May that still be in profits? Don't know just yet, but ultimately that's only the emergency line on Doge right now. So on the 4 hour, if I have a look here, it finally broke this high. So for me, we spoke about this. I think we were trading this the other day and we're waiting for that break. Now it's through it. So ultimately from here, it's either going to go retrace the top or it'll chase this area up over here, which is still around about 10% away. So I would say your Doge entries are pretty good. Hopefully you got the just pop in the chat what your entry was, if you don't mind, and then I can help you about a stop loss area and things like that. Yes. So someone said DYDX. Yes, this is definitely a good one. There's it there. So I'll be patient a little bit just for today, but you want this to close out, then this is good. This is really good. This can be a nice one. So guys, just remember the strategy that I taught you in the school, where not all your trades have to be these crazy DJing ones on leverage, right? So what you do is you have some that are in spot now, and some of them you can hold literally for the next 2 to 3 weeks. And those ones I usually put it like a 3x. So use margin or use the leverage, but on a 3x. Because one like DYDX, I wouldn't enter on 10x's just because of the range. But for 3x, it's amazing. So you take $1,000 and you say, okay, $700 or $600 is spot. $200 is on a 3x and $200 on a 10x. And all of a sudden you look and now you have $4,000 buying power or $3,000 buying power. That's how you want to use it. So some are 3x's, some are 10x's. Right now, DYDX, you're still waiting for it to move. When do you trade a 10x versus a 3x? That's the big question. A 3x means you find a coin on a long-term downtrend on a daily that you're going to hold for a while. So you want to give it room. So one like this, a 3x makes sense, a little bit bigger of a stop loss, allow it to do what it needs to do, right? Because it's bigger percentages. It can be a great one. When do you trade a 10x? Is when the coin's already moving. So the coin's already broken out now. It's too late to enter spot or margin trades. But now here it makes a little bull flag and then it goes again. And these are the ones for 10x's because you can have very tight stop losses, your risk is low, and the coin's moving. So what they teach you is if you're a leverage trader, trade the coin while it's hot. Don't ever trade a 10x on a token that's lagging because you're waiting for this coin. Maybe this one's going to break. Maybe this is, so I'm going to hold on to this one. That doesn't work. So hold on for the spots, yes, and hold on for the 3x margins, but don't hold on for the 10x leverage. Trade the coin that's hot. So for example, if Phantom's hitting 20% today and it's making a bull flag and it breaks a bull flag, trade Phantom. Don't trade DOT. That's still nearly going to break out the daily because then you're holding a 10x trade on a coin that's not moving yet. So the 10x's trade a coin that's hot. Be with the momentum within it. Your 3x's your 3x's that there you can buy, you can hold, and things like that. So right now, if you're looking at 10x trades, what's hot? What's hot right now and what's bloody moving? You know, that's the big one. Your spots are in the ones that are what could move next and what's coming next. But if you have a look right now and we look at the basic charts, I think I got my favorite list over here. Phantom's definitely one of the big ones that are moving. Algo is waking up now. Great. Ethereum can be a great one to be trading. If it breaks 2K, like I might be in, you know, I might take an Ethereum trade. You got Cardano, which is a great one as well. You got VET waking up. You have obviously Doge. We'll have a look at Doge for the leverage positions, but trade the coins that are moving. And that's a big one. And that's why you always zoom into this hour and you'll be like, what's strong? You know, what's holding, what's looking good. I see Algo and Cardano are definitely looking balled up and looking pretty good. Let's zoom into Bitcoin quick. So Bitcoin, there's the trend for Bitcoin. So we just want to know, is this a short-term correction now? We're going to buy the short-term one. Was it a bigger one? If there's maybe some shorts, we'll have a look now shortly. Let's allow the market to just another few minutes, see where we're at. See Algo, I want to hit this position. That's a big trend. Big trend. So Algo might be one of them. Smash into, amazing. How's my AVAX? Jackie, how many are in the YouTube live?
I just had to unmute myself there quickly. I can tell you the numbers right now. If I look at the YouTube, we are on 683 people on the YouTube.
So we're slowly growing, huh?
No, we definitely are.
Hey, Shell.
Yo.
Ape is next, bro. Go to the daily. Look at the volume spike on the daily.
Which one? We can take some more, Jackie. We can take some more questions if you want. Yeah, tell me again, Chris.
Ape. If you look at Ape, right, it broke trend on a daily, and it has the volume as well.
Uh, 200 MA. 200 daily MA. That's the one we want to break, huh?
Yeah.
It looks good.
If you turn on the volume, you can see the volume spike too.
Zoom in. Oh, there we go. Yeah, some volume. That's good. Okay, just pay attention to Ape. I think that can be a really good spot trade, actually.
I'm trying to get after this 1 hour, this 1 day candle comes back down to around $4.30.
ETH, what do we do? Do we take this ETH break? Like if it breaks 2K, do we go? It might be a bit crazy, but it's like, look at this gap, bro. Like, do we ride it? There's no way.
We could if we did the cross method.
Yeah. Cross method, low leverage and build up. Yeah, I agree. But look at that. You're gonna have a possible
Angela on stage.
Angela, what's happening?
you for letting me ask you a question.
No problem.
I have a question with regards to the FIP placement. I've watched all your education with regards to the FIPs,
Yes.
but I'm still struggling with it because where do you place the start of the FIPs? Like, for example, on Bitcoin, do you start it on, do you look at market structure? So do you start at the higher low at 27,210 or at the start of the leg at 28,216, for example?
So
on the daily.
On the daily. So
or on the 4 hour.
Okay, let's go to Bitcoin and let's have a look here. So remember, what you have to do is you got to jump into a token now, and you got to understand, where it's at. So as it spoke when it came to actual Bitcoin and that, what we had previously before this breakout, remember we had this wedge over the weekend. We had this wedge that was like this, right? And what we want to know is we don't know if this is the top. That's the question, So you have a coin go up and you have RSIs go up and things like that. But the question was like, is this the top? So we start a retracement, and should we buy this dip over here? And the RSI was saying there is a slight pullback, but ultimately what you have next is the trend line. And that's why I showed you guys the trend on the weekend, because I'm like, if we lose this trend line, then we start in the correction. Then this is the top, okay? Is when we lose the trend. Remember, any pattern, a coin's going to go up and it's going to go sideways. Then you have two options. It's either going to continue or it's going to come down. Okay, so what we wanted to see was, is this hold? If we break this, we know that's the temporary top. We know this is the previous low. So now we know, okay, take the fib from here to here. Now that's because that's the top. We've broken trend. We're clearly coming on a pullback now. So that's where I'm going to put my fib to, because now we've broken whatever pattern was here to the downside. Okay, but now what actually ended up happening was it broke the top, which means that this wasn't the top. So you wouldn't have put your fib in yet because you haven't broken this area. You've made no lower lows. It's clear that we're not there just yet. So now what happens is basically you still have this trend in play over here, this current momentum. And all of a sudden, let's say, for example, Bitcoin comes down now, it bounces, comes here, and then we lose. Now you're losing the original trend. What does that mean? We're now starting the pullback, which means that is now the top, for example. Or what happens now, am I still sharing screen?
Yes, you are.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Or what happens then after that, or what happens is this comes here and it goes again, and it goes again. And this trend keeps going, until all of a sudden you break it. Now on the high time frame, now that's the top. So I want to take the fib still from the same low, because this is all one wave. That's what you're going to think of. It's all one wave. And then all of a sudden, you want to take here from the bottom, and that's where the golden zone is. If that makes sense. So you need to first identify what pattern we're in. Remember, you have the 3 patterns. And I still have these things over here that I was teaching in the school. So Jackie, did Grant send them to you, Jackie? Have we given this to everyone?
Yes, he has sent it to me. I'm just putting it in order, and then it's getting shared. Sent
Amazing.
them to me end of day.
Amazing. So remember, you're just figuring out again, and I'll just jump here, which one you're in. And if you're in an uptrend, you can see that you're in an uptrend. We need to track this area, put the trend lines in, and know when we're starting this. Only once you start that, and what will usually indicate that for you too, is not only breaking of the trends, but is on the smaller time frames. You would actually start making lower lows. And you can see over here, we're still making the higher lows every single time. And this is the RSI going up, down. And we're still making, as soon as you start seeing lower lows and you start seeing break of trend, now you're getting the idea that that's the temporary top right now when it comes to that. And this plays out in all different time frames. Is it starting to make sense? I'll start doing it a lot more for you. You can start to understand with these sessions. But is that making a little bit more sense? Like, for example, if I show you this little leg over here, okay, price, if I had to zoom in here, let's actually zoom into that area. Is it this one? Yeah, it's either one. They're both the exact same, actually. Okay. Here we go. For example, I jump in now and we're here. So remember, guys, this is a good practice tool for you. Take this little thing here, this rewind bar, and say, okay, let's go replay this and see how I would have traded it. So you take this and you basically clock it out. So you can cut away anywhere that you want. Okay, so all of a sudden I cut there. So now I enter the market and I'm like, okay, amazing. This is what I'm looking at. So what you want to do is you want to put in your support trend and you want to identify what pattern am I in. It's very clear. I'm in a bullish pattern right now. So I don't know where the top is, but when I break this trend and I start to make lower lows, then all of a sudden, because you can see that was a double bottom, no lower low, then I will start focusing on where the fib is. And if we allowed that to play out, let's see how long it takes to play out. There it goes. There it goes. Okay, I don't know where the high is. I don't know where the high is. I don't know where the high is. I got support. I got support. Amazing. Boom. Okay. Now all of a sudden, it's starting to break. So for me, this is now indicating we're losing some steam, and this should be the high. So for example, now I'm looking for the long. I'm out of the market. Here's golden zone here. This is where I want price to be getting to. Now play it out. So it's really good to use this tool, guys, to help you with it. Boom. Okay. So nailed the perfect Fibonacci there. As you can see, it did not touch a single cent below the 786. I knew where the top was. I got it in the golden zone and I had a trend line. Remember, a trend line that's there. So I would have dipped my toes, entered here, stop loss under there, and I would have added the rest of my position in on this break over here. Usually we put TPs at the top, so you probably would have TP'd somewhere here. But does that make sense? So I have the trend, even though I had a little bounce after that. As soon as I started breaking below, I was like, whoa, okay, we're starting to show loss of momentum now, starting to show loss of steam. That should be the top. So the only place I want to long, if this is true and we collapse here, is the golden zone. So Fibonacci from here to here, and look exactly where it bounced. Boom, golden zone, got a badass entry, and now you're on your way. Making sense?
This was great. Yeah, very helpful, Sheldon. Thank you so much.
No problem. So what we'll do is we'll also snip this out of the session and we'll have it as an individual video for you in the actual sniper school. So we'll snip all these little gems that we have so that you can always go back and go fall back on. That's why we like. So why I sort of, I love my shows, but why I actually don't like my shows is because I'm always doing a title or I'm doing a title or something on what's happening right now. And you don't know that I actually teach in there. So I'll say Bitcoin to 30,000. But what you don't know is I taught you how to use the Fibonacci, or I taught you how to do this. So what we decided to do here is, like, I've done so many shows in the past and people don't know that there's information in there. So now we decided to, let's do the live sessions and let's cut out all the gems, put it in a folder. So if you want to know Fibonacci, you want to know it this, as we're teaching it, we can show it as it goes.
So Sheldon, I saw a comment just now. Somebody said you pulling your fibs the wrong way around, and he means from left to right instead of right to left. The result is the same, but I think
the
a lot
result
of
doesn't matter.
Yeah, so maybe just show them what you mean there, where you're pulling it from left to right or from right to left from the lows, you're getting the same result.
So the way I do it is like this. So if I go in here, thanks Dil for picking it up. But if a price is going from here to here, and I want to buy the pullback, okay, so it means we start to lose trend. I'm taking the Fibonacci from right at the bottom, from left to right. Okay.
Yeah.
So from here, you're always going in the direction with the wave. So you're going from here to here, from left to right zone. Okay. Then you have the opposite, where price goes here to here. Okay. So now you move in the same way, where you're going from here to here. You're moving in direction of the actual wave. So then again, from left to right. So you're going left to right either way. I'm always going left to right. That's the way I do it. But just make sure you're following whichever way you're doing the fib, you're following the momentum. So if it's down, you want to know we're in a downtrend. So you take the fib from here and you drag it to here. Gives you the zone. If it's the other way, where we're here, you're taking fib from the fib from here to here, giving you the zone. So I'm not sure what the left to right and all these sort of things are. For me,
so
all of
when
it
you're
is left to right.
charting, when you're charting quickly, instead of pulling from the low left to right, you're doing the same thing, but you're pulling from right to left. So it just looks confusing to some of the guys, but it's exactly what you've explained. But yeah.
Okay. Okay, amazing. Yeah, Solana. Make me money. I still gotta log in. Did we get the 2FA? Okay, guys, you have to give me 2 secs. So I don't know if someone can share a chart. Let me just log into my accounts. We're making money. And then let's look for some new trades. Have we got some trends? So Sol might be the one if it breaks that trend. Because the rest is all sitting and waiting. I'll go. Please do a poll for me quickly. Jackie, are you in a trade?
Sure thing.
And then can someone share their chart for now, please? While I quickly just log in here. Give me 2 secs.
Poll is up. Step right up. Put your answers in the poll.
What y'all want to look at? The ING, Luna.
A bunch of DJs over here.
Y'all entering these trades without no volume. Oh God, please don't tell me nobody into this yet. Let me see. Oh, wait. Go to one now. I don't know if I into this right now. Probably not, no.
Oh, guys, look at Atom on the 4 hour.
Adam? Oh.
Open the 200-day MA.
Let me go to my other one 1 second. Right here. See it?
Atom is looking very strong here. If you are long Atom, it's already in a resistance area, and that 200-day MA is next at 11.7. So just look out for a rejection there. You'll see near rejected quite hard at the 200-day already. So expect the same from Atom. So if you're not long Atom, wait. If you are long, you want to look at some TP here, potentially, where we are now, and then at the 200-day.
So for anybody that don't know, you could pull up a moving average.
Let me share my screen.
All right.
Okay, while you're getting set up there, the results is 59% of everyone that has answered the poll are in trades. And there was about 580 answers.
Ask them how many are in profit currently.
Okay, let's do that. Next poll then.
Bill funny. He knew what he was doing.
So I'm going to open the near chart. I just want you guys to see that rejection of the 200-day. So this happened earlier this morning or yesterday. So it had a hard pump into this 200-day and quite a decent rejection. So if you were waiting for a short and you were looking for some action, you would have got about a 3.5% rejection there on near. And you can see Atom's probably going to give us the same result. So just keep your eyes on that. Don't FOMO into Atom now at this point in time.
Set alerts, use alerts, use alerts, use alerts.
You see, Atom's got a long way to go, but a nice range here. Let's pull a trend. Okay, so there's time. Okay, so if you feel you've missed Atom, you haven't. You got time. Let it do its thing. You know, you could get a lot of this first, and then we could get it going. And that's where you want to be. So, yeah, could be a decent size move coming there.
So what it should do, like everything else, they broke the 200 they broke the 200 in the trend together in one move, and then it failed the breakout, but it held above the 200 and hugged the trend line before it actually broke out.
Yeah, so I mean, we saw it took, oh, here's EGLD. I mean, watching this one today. This is a 4-hour trend break. Thank you.
That's good.
Something to watch if that's your thing. You'll look at some areas there for rejection, and then right here, obviously. So let's see what happens there on EGLD.
How the 4 hour and a 1 hour? I mean, how the 1 hour and 15 minute look?
Yeah, are there any charts we need to look at here, guys?
Oh, go back to EGLD. Look at the 1 hour and the 15 minute.
EGLD 1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour, and then check the 15.
Geez, you guys like to go tight in, huh? 15-minute charts. You're gonna spend your days in front of the screen.
So you can pull a fib from the 1 hour,
So
and watch how it reacts off the what's it called?
So guys, the further back you go 1 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour, 12 hour, you're obviously taking less trades, and there's a lot less noise. You know, if you're trading 15-minute candles, you're looking in very closely at trends and on a much smaller scale. So you end up staring at your screen the entire day and looking at your phone all day long.
I kind of feel that's what you have to do to qualify as a true crypto person. You have to wake up for like a year, and the first thing you have to do every single morning, you don't even say hello to your partner.
I'm guilty.
You don't even say good morning to the family, bro. You're just like, how much is Bitcoin?
Yeah, but my thing is though, Bill, it broke out, right? Like it broke the trend. So at least the reason why I would say use the 1 hour fib, right? Pull the fib on the 1 hour and watch how it reacts to the fib on the 1 hour, because you can get early entry if it's a good reaction. Because it did break out.
Oh, okay. Solana's printing. Okay, let's Solana printing. This one's on 2.2. That's a 5x, guys. A 5x discount. That's fucking phenomenal. So it gets fun. Okay, what next?
Look at that.
Finally, Solana.
Yeah, Solana's we want that break. That's the break that we want.
Yes.
Ethereum's like tickling. Ethereum, we want that
We're
one.
still at the top of that resistance box that I drew out on the chart.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Like there's a few patterns on Ethereum that's playing right now. It's this higher time frame wedge.
Oh my God.
And then it's the weekly over here. And that's a sweet spot for ETH.
ETH is looking good on the 4 hour. Jeez.
For people that don't know, if a rising wedge breaks out to the upside, that's a parabolic move.
Yeah. So if a rising wedge, so this is a rising wedge pattern, like what Chris is saying. Usually it's a bearish pattern, and if you drop the support, that's a beautiful short because it's actually bearish. Because if you have a look, remember what I was showing you guys is volume, right? So just to show you the perfect example why you use volume is look here. You're tracking down, no volume. So very low volume. That's happening here. Low volume in the market. Amazing. All of a sudden, you break. So you break trend over there. Fantastic. All of a sudden, look, that's exactly what you want to see. You want to know it's a real move, right? And then you basically have volume come in. Then what you have is the slow grind. Remember when I said it slowly grinds up and volume starts to taper down, which means it's getting to an end. So you actually put a trend line on your volume and you're like getting an area of where we need volume. If this is bullish and it is going to go through, like we're getting to the time right now. And you have two options here. Either it does decide to break out the wedge to the top, which it did do, or it enters here, but the volume will still be here. And what it means is if we break the top, volume comes in, amazing. It's strong, like Chris was saying, very strong move. But if it broke here, volume was still going to come in. And this was still going to be a huge move to the downside. So that's what you just got to understand, that this is why we fish here and we get the original real breakout, because this is where it can get fake. At some point, you got two patterns, you got two options. Either chart goes up and comes down, or you go up, you do the slow grind up, and you got two options. You have to break either one of those lines. Volume is coming down. Volume's getting ready to spike. If you break this line, volume spiking to the downside. If you break this one, volume spiking to the upside. And that's how it basically runs. And that's how you're seeing the ETH play run out right now as it goes. Guys, if you don't mind, yeah, if you don't mind for me, I'm doing a nice little vlogging video on the side here. Please just do me a favor. So I'm enjoying this, getting this new team and creating this space for you guys. And I want the world to know this too. So if you can in the chat for me, what does this mean to you to have this group every day and to do this trading together? Just to have people there for you every day. If you can do that for me in the chat, I just want to footage some of the thing. It would mean a lot to me, guys, if you don't mind. Have a look. How amazing. Okay, look. It's incredible.
I see Zhao straight into the work there.
Amazing, huh? This stuff feels like, I don't know, Dylan, Chris, all the mods that are here, let's go read the chat. This is life-changing for me. Thank you so much. Just go read it. You need to understand what we do every day. You got to be very happy in your heart. Look at it. Wait, there's still 100 to go. Wait, there's still 130 to go, actually. Okay, wait. Look at this. No, you guys are amazing. It's so incredible, guys. Thank you so much. Look at this. All of you guys just appreciate where we are today. Appreciate where we are. And as we're doing this, as we're celebrating, as we're smiling and being grateful, we have Ethereum creeping up, about to break it. Come on, Ethereum.
Is it time to up the X and add more to the AVAX position?
Look at that. Incredible there. Absolutely incredible.
But who did?
Oh wow. Okay, still 100 to go. Guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you for giving me purpose. It really means a lot to me. Okay, let's get back into action.
Yeah. Should we add more to is it time to add more and up the
Chris, I love it. I'm busy like having a moment. Sheldon, step out, bro. Must we add more? I love it. AVAX, let's have a look. So
AVAX, I think it's time for us to add and up.
So AVAX, it's just not giving me that pretty wedge just yet. So you could, because it's basically on some sort of support here. It's just not the most beautiful pattern to be forming. Like for me, the phantom one's better. I don't know if you still have it per phantom position, but you see that's got that. So it's just got a little bit of a better trend, if you know what I mean. So you can add and just keep your stops under these lows, of course, but you just want that nice flag, you know what I mean? That those tops in play over there and things like that. So definitely just want a little bit more structure from AVAX. So I'm currently filled up on that one, but you can definitely. All depends where's your entry. Chainlink, you
like
ass.
18.
Chainlink.
God damn.
I said it, guys. Did anyone get it by any chance? Jeez, man, I wanted it so bad. Did anyone get it? Please tell me if you got it, because this might be a beauty for you. Look at that.
Oh, it might come back.
What's next? Breathe. Okay.
Bad shit. I just seen some stuff moving. I had to, you know.
Guys, that's what you understand. It's dominance turns like this. If ETH does break, like it becomes you want to get in before the craziness starts, because then it gets really hard. It gets really hard to come Ethereum. Come on, Ethereum. You want to. You know you want to. Someone got the Chainlink trade on demo. But didn't get it on the real account. Sorry. Okay, if you guys got it. Okay, I'm glad you guys got it. That's all that matters. As long as you guys got it, amazing. We've got a few guys that got it. Polka dots. So this might be one, guys. It looks like the market. So this looks like a good risk to reward, and reason being high time frame. So if we break this high now, it might be good. With the stop over here. So I think dot. There's the stops over there. So remember, high time frame, we left dot because look where it's approaching. Breaks that trend, you're on. So you want to use this period over here. So dot looks pretty good for those who don't have an entry. I would start laddering in. You are going to have a stop loss. So just remember, if you are doing leverage, you don't have to do it, but okay, it's a 0.4% stop loss.
Yeah, look at the mod chat.
My phone's dead. Can someone please go to David?
We're about to get a 2,000 ETH.
Very near.
We got those PPI figures coming out in 12 minutes from the US. So let's just look out for some volatility here.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Yeah. I feel like we need like champagne for Ethereum.
Hold on.
If we break the 2K.
Just wait.
I know. But I'm saying if we do break it, like feels like we need like champagne. It's been a while.
we don't want to break it at 229 and then those PPI figures or jobs figures come in.
I suppose. Okay. Let's see.
It's gonna ruin the party.
Guys, just a reminder, Rand is back in action. Go watch your show in an hour. He calls me and he's like, Sheldon, are you doing live trading? Tell them I'm back. I'm fired up. I'm back. So I said, okay, I'll tell them. So Rand's back. Go watch your show in an hour, please. Boss is happy. We keep doing live sessions every day. So just keep the boss happy. So Sol, I think it's a bit late for some entries now, but for those who do have Sol, I think this is we should go to $27 after this. We break these ranges now. 27 should be there's the flag. That'll be nice. That will turn this. How much percent is $27 from where we are now? So remember, guys, when you take a trade, like this is the amount of money you put in, but remember, this is actually the size of your position. So when you work out the percentages on the chart, you work it out to this. So for example, if we do go to 27, so let me just go to a higher time frame here. Please, it's PPI numbers, eh?
Mm.
Please be nice.
10
We're having a great day here. Please be nice.
Not as big as CPI, but I think, you know, people always have 1 hour.
Okay, so it means another 10% if it goes to 27, and it'll be 10% a year, so it's another $2,900. That can get this to 5K account. That'll be incredible from $400. So that's why you guys saw that account, right? What I did was I went from $400, I went to $700, then I went to $1,200, now at $2K. So you can see how I went 1,200, then I went 1,700, now 2K. So remember step for step as I teach you in school. And I closed it. You know, I took the trade last night, I closed it, took another trade, closed it, like step for step. Once your steps achieved, close it, get out, reevaluate, get the next step, next step, next step. Don't try go step 1 to step 4. That's where it beats you.
See, Atoms printed a new high.
Arbitrum waking up. Okay, Bitcoin, it's your time to shine. Wake the market up. Oh, I like this dominance. It should tank really hard if ETH goes. I actually want to have a look quickly while we're here. When we had this huge ass week, when was it? This week here. What week's this? 13th of June. What did Ethereum do? 13th of June last. Oh, 2K. Come on, ETH. Come on, buddy.
Hang in there.
Gonna fight us. This is a big resistance for ETH. Should tank the dominance now. There we go. Come on, ETH.
August 22 was last at these levels.
Oh, so that's what it was. So it was the ETH run on that big dominance drop.
I think so, yeah.
So it was the ETH run. So it's following the system so far. Bitcoin ETH alts.
It could be a monster short from here.
Don't say that, Dylan. No. So if it was, it would be this. Okay, I'm long. You go short, Dylan.
It's the perfect place. It's like tying into this PPI.
The winner buys
7
beers
minutes
tonight.
to go.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little projection. It's a huge wall. This is like
It's
the
massive.
25K. This is like the 25K
Massive.
for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So what do you call that technique? Hedging on other people's accounts.
Yeah, so either way, we get a beer. Whoever wins buys beers. No, I'm long for now. I'm not changing my mind. Unless we lose this little trend here, then bit of a pullback. But for now, I wouldn't long ETH. I want to, I really do, but the risk to reward is terrible.
Ooh.
Coming.
Imagine dominance had to go all the way to 40 now.
Wait, which one of y'all was talking about XLM? Was it you or was it you? Sheldon, or Dylan?
Someone we spoke about
That was
XLM
Chaos.
yesterday. Chaos.
Hectic. I've been longing ETH since 1400 at 6x. James in the chat.
What you're telling us is you're rich. That's what you're telling us. You're telling us you're rich. That's great. Well done. That's really good. Ah, come on. Give us an entry. When I see an entry, I'll give you an entry, I promise. Don't be rude. Those will kick you out and you don't come back. Let PPI come out. Let's see the breakouts and then we go.
Four minutes.
Zero broke train, Sheldon.
Which one, Chris?
Zero on the 4 hour. It's a new 4 hour candle right now. It closed outside.
Zill's still in it. I think it comes when I still put it under the total 3. Because this is what we're waiting for now. You know, it's total 2 and we're here, guys.
Yeah, I know. I was just I was letting you
Oh,
know
we
that.
through. Are we through on total 2? No, we just gotta crack that high there. We're very close. Come on, PPI, be nice.
A retest. 4 hour. So long. There you go.
Does not help us to it, though.
Let's have a look.
Can I please have my
2
cold drink?
minutes, 40 seconds.
Okay.
There's a countdown on Forex Factory for
Thank
those
you.
who are interested.
Mid explosion.
Okay, so while we're waiting, I just saw a question there. Best tokens to DCA. Personal preference.
Does anyone have my portfolio? I gave a portfolio on the show. But go for it.
Do you know which
Jackie.
show it is, Sheldon? Maybe I can drop the link there for it.
All of them.
Who's got my portfolio? I'll find it for you. I'll find it for you.
Right there, look, somebody posted right there. Look at that. Thank you,
The
Ronaldo.
post, amazing.
Right there.
By Ronaldo. There we go. Thanks for the share.
Yeah, we're 1 minute out or what? Are we eating bread or lobster? Bread or lobster? What are we having?
I mean, a lot of these alts are in great areas, you know, for a little rejection. Let's see.
Bread or lobster? Come on.
Yeah, you gotta change the name.
Bread or lobster? Let's look. I'll zoom in here. I'll go to the.
I see someone's calling Sheldon for the mayor of Cape Town.
Oh wow.
Big
The
call.
mayor.
Big call.
No, our country is amazing. You know what I mean? I believe our electricity is under good control, and everything's fantastic in South Africa. That's looking good for those who got it. Looking good so far. We just need Big Daddy. Just be happy, bro. It's just
Look in the WhatsApp, Sheldon. And Bill.
wait. It's popcorn time, bro.
Popcorn.
Don't do it. Okay, what's happening? It should be now, right? 30 seconds.
Send it.
But I do think next 24 hours ETH is 32K. Let's see.
Flash close.
Okay. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bread or lobster?
Oh, damn.
Bread or
Yo,
lobster?
that was
That's
crazy.
fun. Which one?
That was crazy. Oh my God. My heart just dropped for a
Wait,
second.
let's see. Wait. It's not done yet. Oh, you gotta give us a little bit of time here. They might be like a bread or lobster. What are we eating? Come on, Bitcoin, go. Don't stop.
Your
Don't
ass
stop.
said 8-bar lobster.
Don't stop. Just hold on. Yeah, you have to get a few minutes before we.
Oh my God, 8-bar.
Don't fake us. Crazy how that popcorn time, eh? Like on that literal minutes is when the market just goes absolutely wild. Okay, stock market. Let's go look. Up, down. Was it good though? What's the numbers? Anyone get the numbers?
I'm about to go look.
The stock market looks pretty good the way it's reacting.
Where's the bookmark?
Guys, you got
Ronaldo is the guy to go to. He shared it in the chat. So 13th of April, 2:30. It's -5 actual.
what was the expect like what's good or bad? I suck at these things.
I don't know either. So someone else is gonna have to
Well,
translate.
if someone knows, you can gladly unmute and share the love. Okay, that's that one. Oh, Solana, who didn't see your?
They green, so they were lower than expected. So that's good.
Let's wait. Let's let it settle a bit. Let's see that they're not screwing us here. Behave, Bitcoin.
So Danny says that affects the dollar. It's bad for the dollar, and it says you know the rest, or she. I'm not sure. Sorry.
Okay, cool. So we just allow this to settle a bit, but overall it's good. So if there is any fake this little moves here at the moment, like we just allow it to settle and market should hold. Let's see.
So the last time the PPI went negative, the market didn't enjoy it. They wanted a lower PPI, but they didn't want it to go negative. So if there's any economists out there who want to explain this,
That would be
please
nice.
jump in.
If there is, pop in the chats if you guys know what's cutting here and what's good and what's bad. I have no
So
clue.
Reese Sutton says negative PPI is good for consumers, bad for Jerome Powell.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Yep. But unemployment numbers went up slightly.
And then Dawn said employment numbers is 239K.
I know it sounds bad, but isn't that we want jobs to go down?
So that's a higher unemployment claims are generally bullish for the market, and the lower PPI is bullish for the market.
Yep.
Well, dominance is still tanking.
This shit looks crazy. So crazy.
Are we at 2K yet?
We're actually dropping lower.
But we did go past 2K.
2002.
2002. 22. Ooh.
I don't know,
Let's
I
give it a
think
little bit of
if we
time.
still-
I think we must just hold support here. We hold support here, we should be fine. That's the only thing that's crazy about markets when you have like these news-based things.
Hey Boots, how much you up in BNB? Percentage.
Hold on, let me take a look. I've been paying attention to Ethan's Hill. BNB so far up just raw below 1%, so that'd be about 12%.
Hey guys, so the way you treat today as well, like you know now you're learning quite a bit, and I need you guys to do on your own as well, is to know where to put these stops, right? You know, under these previous lows on 4 hours, on 1 hour, just use your risk to reward. But when it comes to Bitcoin as well, we have this like 1 hour trend here too. So sometimes like be smart, you know, you don't have to get stopped out. So if you do see that we lose this trend, because soon we should explode, But if we do lose this trend and we start to close 1 hours below this trend, you know, start de-risking now, because there's a possibility you're going to get stopped out. You know what I mean? And this explosion, I think, is still coming. It's just about, is it right now? So that's the big question. The guys that are on the dot trade, you're looking pretty good. Guys, who's in dot? Please pop yes in the chat if you're in dot. Oh wow, quite a bit. Just do a poll there for me, please, Jackie. Are you in the dot trade? I just want to see
Cool.
how many people are in.
So many yeses, crazy.
Dot looks fired up. That looks
Dot
really good.
accidentally 10x. My 20x dot.
Accidentally
Take a look
10x.
Y'all
Oh,
better
wow.
have
Take a
them
look at
stops in.
PSM, guys.
Y'all better make sure y'all got them stops in.
Yeah. We'll go through some stops now. I don't know about you.
This will move my stop loss quick time.
Right, poll is up. Drop your answers, ladies and gentlemen.
Cool. Well, we had 70% of people in a trade, and now we have 30% that are in the dot trade. So that means we should have 100% of people in trades, right? Is my math correct? Because the dot trade is after the last poll.
That's one way to look at it.
Am I correct?
I want to know who's shorting ETH at 2000.
I don't know if it's shorting, but maybe offloads from the upgrade, right? People that
I
got
want to
those
know
2
who
free
in this
ETH and-
chat has opened a short on ETH.
So if we don't break this resistance, I will be shorting.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, there's the trend. Trend your friend. Not that one, that one. Then I agree with you. But if we don't break this trend and you're shorting, then whatever comes after this, like, I might laugh at you.
Agreed.
Watch out for a fake out above. Watch out for like a push to like 2050 or something, and then a reversal.
Oh, I think we got a bear here, huh? Sure.
It's been a good day though.
Someone missed the pump.
I'm in it, bro. I promise.
No, I'm joking.
Okay, polls in. 28% said yes.
Okay, so there should be 2% that are not in trades. Okay.
Oh my God.
Polka dots, beautiful. Beautiful from polka dot. Okay.
Sweet time.
Yeah, you're sort of allowing the market to digest the news a little bit. Just want us to hold supports in the time, and then it should just go back to what it does.
See, Nia's looking good.
Nia waking up. Yeah, look at that. So I think this. Oh, look at dominance.
Look, Atom pushed right through and pinged that 200 day.
That's the
Small
thing. Like that's
yeah.
why people like. It's not about ETH that I'm speaking about on this breakout. I'm speaking about the altcoins.
Here goes ETH. Here goes ETH. Here goes ETH. Watch ETH.
ETH breaks this, you can have altcoins run with it.
Yeah.
That's why we like Ethereum more than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's selfish. When it runs one man. ETH at least takes its friends with them to the clubs.
Just broke it. 2001.
Yeah, it went a little bit more, but we're not there yet. Like we gotta run. We gotta form like this huge spike and run within the candle. Hey, come Vex. Front. So I might add, so what I was speaking to about earlier, Chris, if it breaks, yeah, I might add a little bit more. Yeah, this horizontal.
Yeah.
So I'll get a bit ready. So I have a little bit more there. So I'll enter a little bit more in the position. Where's my entry? So you always want to mark your entry. So I'll show you guys how the entry slightly moves up. So where's my entry now? 18.1. 18.1. 107 there. Oh, quite a badass entry. Go sniper. Okay. So there's a nice little entry there. And I'll show you guys now. If this breaks and I buy a little bit more in, this will just rise slightly. And then the stop loss must be above. I'll be updating stop losses there too. If it breaks. Wait for it to see if it breaks. Phantom. Look at the coin. Like this is why we love Ethereum. When this dominance drops, like it just takes its buddies with it. There's Nia. And why I think, guys, that the Nia, the Solana, and why they could be so big is because they never had that break in January. They never had that rip. Imagine we do, guys. So just sitting ahead in this. Imagine we do hit a run. Let's say maybe it goes 30, Bitcoin goes 35. Imagine we do hit a dominance run to 42, and we're running these sessions every day. Like it's worth it, guys. Even if it's not now, and only comes in 3 months, and we still here every day. Like we want this session when the market's in like full bull, when it's like really in bull. We're doing this. If we do this, holy shit, do we want this session every day? The big one. No, because it's fun. Like you're with each other. You know, there's a lot of craziness. It's wild, really wild. So ETH's just hovering at 2K, huh? Cool. I'm getting a super board of you quick. Who can take a chart over here for me, please?
Sure.
We'll run for about another 20 minutes, 25 minutes before run show. But I think this is interesting because anything, okay, AVAX. Chris, if AVAX breaks, phone me. I'll be here now, guys. I'll be here.
Because I'm watching ETH on the daily currently. Guys, are there any charts we need to look at here? I'm looking in the chats or something. I see a lot of AVAX talk. Dots. Give us something new, something different. INJ, what do you guys want to see? Oh, geez. Okay. Slow down. FET I've got. Okay, let's start with FET. FET's not a bad looking one. Okay, so FET on the daily. We've got a trend we're watching, but it's not quite there yet. So give it some time. There is a support sort of area here. So if you want to start nibbling, maybe play around there. But I think it needs a bit of time. So you want to look for something like that. And then your exit would be sort of down there. There's somebody with a raised hand here. Who's that? Jed.
Would you like me to bring her up on stage?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Okay. Jed, you are able to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. G'day, guys.
Hey, Jed.
G'day from down under. What's going on?
Where down under? Perth?
Come on, Solana. Come on, Solana. Go, 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 go.
I hope so. I'm in Solana as well.
Go to Solana. Go to Solana.
How
Come
far
on.
down under are you, Jed?
On the New South Wales South Coast.
Come on, Avax.
Yeah. Bushfires,
me too,
sharks,
me
and
too.
surfing.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've got a couple of questions for you guys. I listened to James from Investment Answers a little bit. I like the way that he presents his show and coins and his thoughts on the whole industry. What do you guys think of, there's been a few tonight, I think Ape and DYDX have got big token unlocks. When you and Sheldon and the guys are running your checks over coins that you're taking possible investment or interest in, what do you feel about the tokenomics? Like when they've got sort of deflationary coins or inflationary coins, and you're looking at like DYDX has got quite a big unlock coming up very soon. What do you guys think of that when you're deciding on your purchases? And also too, I've been looking across all of the time zones on Bitcoin, and I've taken a short on it with some leverage because I really kind of think it's either got to do one thing or the other. It's got to pop or it's got to go and sit down on the bench and have a couple of oranges and have a rest.
So you short Bitcoin. What's your target?
Pardon?
You said you were short Bitcoin?
Yeah.
What's your target?
Hang on a second. Target you mean is in profit or?
Yeah. What are you expecting it to go down to?
Well, that's the thing. I thought with the Ethereum upgrade or Ethereum news, also with the way that it seems to be the whales are manipulated, I'm at a loss at the moment, but I'm quite happy to sort of soak that up for a little while. I saw Bitcoin sort of coming back down to 25, maybe 22, depending on what happened with Ethereum and the alts. Like you said it before, that it seems like a lot of people are taking money from one coin to another place, and it seems to be very narrative trading, or people are trying to buzzy bee, follow the profit. And I've just got this sort of feeling at the moment that Bitcoin kind of needs a bit of a rest, and I could be completely wrong.
So what we're looking for, I mean, obviously we can see now the total market cap's increasing. So to me, that tells me there's more money coming in. So
yeah,
like before, we had the same money sloshing around there. So this is the weekly of total. What we want as traders, we want to trade these altcoins. We want to get the big moves. So we would love to see Bitcoin just chill for a while in like a tight range. So yeah, we'd love to see Bitcoin take a breather. I don't necessarily want to see a massive pullback. But as Sheldon was saying in some of his shows before, if we get a nice Bitcoin pullback, we're going to get some big red candles, and then altcoin season's really going to get triggered. So
well, I think if you look across the RSIs from 5 minutes right through to weekly, Bitcoin's sitting at the top of all the RSIs, I think, except for the 4-hourly chart, which sort of says to me, it's kind of like I've been learning off what Sheldon's saying. Is time for the RSIs on Bitcoin to relax, to have a bit of a sit down and a chill out, and that's why I've sort of gone.
And are you looking at stochastic or regular RSIs?
Stochastic.
Oh, okay. So here's the regular RSI. So this is a bit bearish on the daily. Okay, but I mean, we could have been saying it was bearish from February already, you know, and then we got that little move there, but it just keeps going. So yeah, I mean, if we have to follow this if we follow this bearish sort of setup here on the RSI, then you are looking at something like that, you know. But
I'm not looking to make anything batshit crazy out of this week to 2 weeks. $1,000 US in profit with the shorts. All I'm looking for. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to take profits if it keeps going down. But I just got this feeling that ETH and Solana, like this FTX news today, if it can react against Solana in such a bad way quite a few months ago, what reaction does it have now? Does money start getting placed from out of Bitcoin into people who lost faith maybe with Solana and are now going, oh, okay, well, we got past the problems with Solana. I mean, Solana is still taking on quite a lot of developers. It's still moving a lot of data. It's still doing a lot of trade. And if you put it up against Matic,
the fundamental guys in this office still have a lot of faith in Solana. So
me too.
But that's going to be their department to explain that sort of thing. We just kind of trade the price action mainly. So, you know, we think there's big upside in Solana, and then obviously this FTX sentiment change could be good for us. So yeah, I mean, look at Sol. It's just popped now while we're talking.
Yeah,
I can definitely back up what he's saying. There is big room growth for Solana coming from DeFi. It is one of the things that you would be looking at as well.
Look, we think it was treated quite harshly in this FTX thing. So, you know, it needs to recover to at least like some decent levels. Yeah, I mean, the 27 is our first sort of target. And
so, Dylan, what about how do you trade personally in regards to coin unlocks? Does it make much difference to your trading?
What we saw this year is that leading up to unlocks, we had a lot of coins moving. So if you remember DYDX, like it was sort of a month before the unlock, that token started ripping. So there is a trend for it to do that. So yeah, if you can look for token unlocks and see what's happening, which tokens, and start looking for entries, it's probably not a bad move.
Yeah, I'm more concerned with the fact that after the unlocks, is there a big dump in price?
Look, I don't follow that stuff too much, but normally, you know, the guys, you'd see the price moving into the unlock, and then they basically sell the news, you know. So you want to buy the hype, and then you're going to sell the event, put it that way.
Yeah.
So
Can I open it, Dylan?
DYDX, like, look at this DYDX chart from earlier this year, from January. Like, we knew there was a token unlock coming, and look how this thing pumped. And it's never been the same since then. That a 250% move.
So where is the unlock in that time schedule?
I think it was up here. Do any of the fundamental guys here know?
Let's just do a check.
I'm asking specifically because James from Investment Answers said, watch out. In the next, I think it's either it's happened or in the next 10 days, DYDX has its unlock. And I'm noticing now the volume's dropped away on your chart, and also the trend is coming down. So that's why I'm trying to learn with what you guys do with Sheldon, also another person's opinion whom I respect, which is James from Investment Answers. And he said, be very careful of token unlocks, the size of them, what's going on. I mean, we look at Ethereum now, it's deflationary. They burn tokens, or they're burning ETH. So it becomes limited supply, just like Bitcoin. Only I think there's 9 billion ETH or whatever. it becomes valued by the decrease in supply. And the chart you're showing me now is I'm learning to listen to my investing from the opinion of, the unlock is having a negative effect on the price, but also I'm learning that there's ways through crypto banter to make money on the time when the unlock happens. Because if you take it from the top of that wedge till now, there's at least a small short or a couple of shorts in there, and probably some longs. I don't think the percentage is very high, but
so look, I don't know when this token unlock's coming, but I mean, if you're saying it's imminent, it would tie into the top of this trend here. So if you want to just play a trend, you've had it there, you've got it here, you've got it here, and you could potentially look for a short there if that's what you're going for. So just find out the date of that unlock.
So based off what I could see on quick searches right now, the major unlock that has happened already was on the 14th of February.
Okay.
So in the middle after that.
So see that pump. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So that was the major unlock. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that's
so look, from my side on DYDX, I just look at this chart. I don't really pay too much attention to the unlocks. For me, there's action above this trend. So I did this one on the Discord, but I want to look for a break up here. And don't forget, there's this trend here. So we watch it. If this trend fails, this 200-day is our next target.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Market is looking hot. My Solana just ripped.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful.
Let's just see here. Okay, guys, started on $400. Where we at now? We're on $3,000. And you know what I really want? I want to build this, hopefully get it to 10K by the time Solana can break the 27. If we can break the 27, now 40 becomes an option. And that's where you really reap the final reward. It'll happen quick, doesn't happen long. And that's when you call it a day. What is my AVAX doing? It's about to break that top.
Atom's putting pressure on the 200-day again.
Dot looks hot. So those who got the dot, amazing. The way you want to. Let's quickly chat about dot. We want dot to rally at least to 6.6 here, a little bit higher. So what you want to see here, guys, is you got your stop loss here now, but you basically want to see dot rally up there, and then your stops can get moved.
AVAX. Let's go.
AVAX moving.
It just
Are we adding yet?
I'm adding. It finally did it. On Bybit, it did it. Come on. You good?
So guys, one's on Solana. On these pushes here, don't be afraid to start TPing out on them. We've been on them for quite early. AVAX. I'm probably going to TP here, to be honest, just for now, because I want to reset. I want to keep banking these profits and because then my next trade's bigger and bigger and bigger. And I still think there's so much more that we can trade within tomorrow, within the next few days as well. Polkadot. I explained it once, a little bit more of a rally, something like that, and then we can move the stops up. Jackie, so later on today, when these trades play out, let's say the next 3 hours, can I make a quick handheld video and can I send it to you? Will everyone that's on this call and in the YouTube be able to access it?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll do an update in a few hours, guys, on all of the coins. For now, it looks fantastic. I do have to send you all to run now. Have an absolutely fantastic day. Chris, your little one's cute as hell. Have a great day, Dylan. Thanks for putting a star, brother. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for everyone. I love you all. We'll see you all tomorrow, same time. Kick ass, make money, put your stop losses in, and let's hit it. Let's hope for a 3K Ethereum.
Later.
Sweet, everyone.
Have fun.